Wow, this is how they're gonna look in Descendants 3? They look so cool! Tell me down in the comments what you think of their new looks. And, do you like the new looks more or the old looks more? I definitely like the new looks more. Okay, now it's time to make some custom dolls of these super cool new looks. Let's get started. So this is the doll I'm going to be using to make my custom Uma. She's going to be borrowing some of Mal's clothes. Hopefully Mal won't be too mad. We're going to transform them into her new clothes. And we're also going to be using one of Freddy's hands so we can make her cool glove. She's also going to be using her original shoes. Uma's going to need a little haircut so we can give her a new hairstyle. Wow, look at the back of her head. It says her name. Isn't that cool? This is the doll I'm going to be using for my custom Gil. He's going to be using some Ken Barbie clothes, and also a hat that I've already made. He will also need a haircut so I can give him some new longer hair. This is the doll I'm going to be using for my custom Harry. He's going to be using one of Jay's jackets. Hopefully Jay won't mind. And I'm also going to have to cut off his molded hair. I'm also going to have to paint his eyes to match Harry's eyes. Here's how he looked before I cut his hair. Tell me what you think. Okay, the dolls are all done. Now let's take a look at them. So those are my new Descendants 3 custom dolls. Tell me down in the comments what you think about them, and which one is your favorite. Now let's take a closer look at them. What's her name? What's her name? Uma! I really like how Uma turned out. I think she's my favorite. I really love her outfit. Uma's hair was super fun to make. I had to make a bunch of small braids and I combined them in the back and then made a ponytail on the side of her head and braided 3 braids and twisted them to make the top part of her hair. And then I used yarn and I brushed it out to make the back of her hair. And then I took 2 braids on the side of her head and let it out and put hot glue at the ends and painted it gold. I think it turned out really good. Tell me what you think about her hair in the comments. I also used some wire to form the top of her hair, and I also wrapped some yarn around it to make 2 braids in the back. For her face, I only added some metallic paint on her eyelids to give her some shine. Doesn't she look dazzling? Uma has these really cute seashell earrings. So I found these charms, which are way too big, but they still look super cute, and added them to her ears with some wires. For Uma's leather jacket, I decided to use Mal's jacket from Descendants 2. I used ribbon and paint to add detailing. I also used some chain to make the zipper and painted the end gold. Right there you can see her sleeves, which is part of the undershirt that I made, but you'll see that later. I also made these belts with fabric, and they're also removable with Velcro. And I also made her fishnet or lace side piece, and her jacket has a back piece, which is really cool. For Uma's pants, I painted them with metallic paint and used ribbons that were super glittery to add some details. I also used strings and the tassels from Uma's original dress to add the tassels on the side of her pants. Aren't they super cool? I really like this look. For Uma's shoes, I painted them with acrylic paint and used gold paint to bring out the molded on details. Now it's time to look at Uma's top. Wow, doesn't it look cool? She has the same symbol on her shirt that she did in Descendants 2. So I used the same top from the Descendants 2 doll. I added some fishnet, and I also added some details on the sleeves. She still has her seashell necklace. I wonder if she's going to use it in Descendants 3. Is she going to turn into a giant octopus monster again? Tell me what you think down in the comments. And now let's look at her hands. I painted her nails, and I also added her bracelets, and painted some gold dots on her glove to make it look like she has rings. I really love her new bracelet. It looks really cool. Now let's look at the next doll. Gil. Gil was a lot easier to make than the other two. He had a little less details. I used the hat that I already made for Gil, and I used yarn that I brushed out and hot glued to his head. I also used acrylic paint to paint his eyes. I used acrylic paint to paint his shirt and used metallic paint to add button detailing. I also used fabric for his sleeves. For the belt that goes over his shoulder, I decided to use a suede cord, and I think it turned out really cool. I also used fabric and gold metallic paint and metal cords for his other belt. And then I painted his hands for his gloves and added suede cord and fabric to make his bracelets. Then I also painted the pants, added some details with fabric and some metal rings, and then I painted his shoes black. So that was my custom Gil doll. Tell me what you think about him down in the comments. And now let's move on to the next doll, Harry. Wow, I really like Harry's new look. He looks super cool. I wonder how Harry and Gil got off the aisle. Tell me how you think they got off the aisle in the comments. He was super fun to make. The first thing I had to do was remove his molded on hair, and then I brushed out some black yarn and I attached it to his head with hot glue, and then cut it into his new style. I also painted his eyebrows a darker color, and I also painted his eyes and gave him some eyeliner, or should I say guy liner. For his top, I used white fabric that I dirtied with some watered down black acrylic paint. And then I cut Jay's jacket, painted it with acrylic paint, and added some details with ribbon and some metallic paint. I used ribbons and small metal hoops to create his belts. Oh yeah, and I also used fabric to make his collar. Doesn't it look cool? I also used one of Ben's belts. Oh, and the jacket's long in the back. And it has some lining in it. Isn't that cool? For his glove and his bracelet, I used elastic band, and I added some metal detailing with metallic paint. I really like how it turned out. Harry's pants in Descendants 3 look so cool, and it's super detailed. So I had to use fabric that I painted on designs, and some rope, and ribbon, and suede cord to add details, and some small metal hoops. I also painted this bracelet and used fabric to add some glove detailing. And this hook was made out of clay and was painted with metallic paint. Tell me down in the comments, do you want Harry and Uma to be together in Descendants 3? So those are my custom Harry, Gil, and Uma dolls that are based on their looks from Descendants 3. I really like their new looks, and I'm super excited for Descendants 3. Tell me down in the comments, which one is your favorite? And are you excited for Descendants 3? Which character do you want to see next? I really want to see Hades. I wonder if they're going to give him flame hair. That will be so cool. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on a new video. And bye-bye!